And we are live. It is a welcome back to another happy snack at noon. Now, for those of you who are in Pacific Standard Time, you'll recognize that it's probably not noon right now, especially if you're watching this live, but it's got to be noon somewhere in the world. I guarantee it. Yeah, due to some technical circumstances, we didn't make it for the noon presentation today for the Happy Snack at Noon, but our commitment was to make it happen. So, welcome to another Happy Snack, which are weekly tidbits that we're going to talk about from the Six Figure Academy to help you work on your bad money stories, eliminate those money blocks so that you can increase your money flow, optimize your mindset, and more importantly, create life mastery. My name is Wei Hong, CEO and co-founder of the Six Figure Academy, and so welcome to the show. So today's happy snack, we're going to talk about money saving expert, being a money saving expert, or looking to hire a money saving expert, thinking that that's going to change our money circumstance, when in fact the desire to look for a money saving expert or to learn from a money saving expert or for you yourself to become a money saving expert could be the very reason why you are stuck financially, why you have blocks around money, why you have challenges around money. And the secret behind unlocking that lies within the phrase money saving expert. And I'll give you three chances to decide which word is it that we need to unlock that. It's not money, it's not expert, it's the word saving, believe it or not. If you thought it was something else, comment below and let me know that you didn't think it was the word savings. Okay. There's a thing that happens. There's this interesting phenomena that happens when we grow up and become adults and learn the concept of saving. When in fact, we actually learned this as a child growing up. Every single one of us has a relatable story or circumstance or a teaching on what it actually means to save money. For example, have you ever heard of the word save money or saving for a rainy day? There is an intrinsic flaw with that statement. Okay, and it also depends on what each of us associate uniquely with a rainy day. Because if you're saving for a rainy day, you're basically anticipating what typically is associated with a rainy day. Now, for me, having done all this work, for me, a rainy day is something I kind of look forward to. I like rain. But metaphorically or colloquially, most of us refer to a rainy day as a day that is undesirable or something bad that might happen. Saving money just in case to cover up if something would happen. Now, the interesting thing is, most of the time when bad thing happens to us in our lives, it is co-created by the decisions that we make. There is a butterfly effect in the decisions that we make leading up to the bad day that has us experiencing that, because when we're doing this type of work, when we're helping our change our lives, one of the first things we want to do is take responsibility for everything that happens to us so we no longer are victims of our life. So when you're saving for a rainy day, there is a part of you that's telling yourself that, hey, a rainy day is going to come. And when you accumulate so much money and you realize, wow, there's a lot of money saved there for a rainy day, what tends to happen, and we see this happen over and over again, there is an unconscious trigger that creates a set of circumstances which then creates a rainy day for you to use that money in the savings. In other words, if you're saving money for a rainy day, you've basically attached a purpose for that money to only be spent on when negative things happen, versus saving money for a prosperous future, saving money for a decision you want to make down the road that will augment and elevate your life. If you are watching this and thinking about how you grew up and what you've associated with savings, I would love to hear your comments below as to what kind of story you have around saving and why one should save money. I know growing up, personally, saving money was always about just in case, just in case. You always have to have money there just in case. And it was never really clear about what that just in case was. And so I always wondered to myself, just in case what? And there was one time I believe I asked my parents just in case, and they gave me this horrific worst case scenario about going to the hospital and going to ER and being on the brink of death. And if you didn't have money, you'll die. Something to that extreme. But I wonder how many of us have been presented that story at least once or twice. Not necessarily the only story or the only reason why we should save money. So, then a good way of doing that then would be saying, well, what are we saving money for? Is it saving money to avoid or saving money for? So being a money saving expert is actually, or hiring a money saving expert is not necessarily, and most often is not the solution to helping you resolve your financial problems or eliminate your money blocks. In fact, if you hire the wrong money saving expert who is driven by a negative story on why to save money, they can actually be part of helping you get in the way of more money flow or prosperity flow in your life. We do this so often, and we help break people, unpack people, deconstruct this with so many of our students and clients that it goes without saying, being a money saving expert first without resolving the bad money stories that lie underneath is not going to solve your inability to save money. Most of the time, we don't save money because we have a terrible relationship with money. We have an adversity or we have an adverse response to money, so that when money does come in, instead of saving it, we get rid of it because of that relationship, because of that bad money story. So, if you've been looking for a money saving expert, or you're trying to become a money saving expert in order to have a better financial circumstance, I challenge you to not do that first, but rather address the stories behind saving, the stories behind why you make certain decisions, also known as bad money stories. Resolve that first will help you then have a different perspective on why you want to become a money saving expert, because then now you are actually saving money as a way to invest in a future lifestyle that you actually want, as opposed to avoiding adversity or something that's uncomfortable. So, would love to hear your thoughts about this idea or this concept that has changed so many lives, this approach, and to help people avoid become a money-saving expert only to kind of perpetuate the challenges in the comments below. Hopefully you enjoyed this happy snack at noon somewhere in the world. And tune in next time for the next happy snack, most likely next week, and we will do our best to make sure we show up at the proposed Pacific Standard Time of noon. Other than that, have a fantastic week, and hopefully you can address some of the bad money stories lying behind your potential reasons why you want to be a money-saving expert or hire one. All right, see you all next week. Bye.